How many times have you said, I'm getting my life together? How many times have you said, I need to be more organized? How many times have you said, I need to be more consistent? These are all common questions that we ask ourselves. What is the solution? A routine. If you've been following me, then you know I'm a mom of 3. We have Callie, we have Kalia, we have baby goat, sir. I learned it's not so easy to be as consistent as I was when I had Callie and when I only had Kalia. Bye. They were just toddlers, but at the same time, I would put on a movie. They just go relax and I can record and edit at my own leisure. And it was real cool. We had everything, set up and we had the routine going. So whenever I needed to film, I let them know, hey, I need to film. And that was that. But since having baby goats, sir, things have been a little challenging. Although I lived a very spontaneous lifestyle before their arrival, now I thrive off organization. Not only did I need to realize that, but I needed to accept it, because in my mind, my mindset is I can do it all and nothing is impossible. No matter how challenging, I will always be able to complete it. Is this something that you deal with? Is this something that you have experienced? Leave me a comment down below. Routines are so important. And honestly, I love them because it literally just gets us used to doing things that eventually become a habit, a healthy habit. And so it gets us and puts us in a space to where we can just complete them without having to set an alarm or just write down a reminder. When I tell you guys I love peace and quiet, I really love peace and quiet. And I guess it's just because, having the kids around all the time, you don't really have that quiet time. So I thrive off that quiet time in the morning. So on the weekends, I wake up, read my devotional either in bed, or I go to the living room, open the blinds, and just have that natural light come in. I get that message that I can reflect, throughout the day. So meditating is so important either before or after because it really just sets the tone for me. Peace and quiet. One of my go-tos for breakfast is definitely some scrambled eggs, either over a bagel or over a croissant, or maybe some mango, you know what I'm saying? But this morning I am definitely having some scrambled eggs over a buttered croissant, a toasted butter croissant to be honest. And now that I have kids, it's so important for me to make sure that when I do have my quiet time, I'm able to eat my breakfast and enjoy it while it's hot. Because if you have kids, you don't ever eat your breakfast when it's hot. I like to make sure that I make my kids a priority. So honestly, even if I cook my breakfast with them, I don't eat it until after they're settled and they're eating theirs. And by that time, my food is cold or, on the colder side. So to be honest, this is just one of the moments that I just really enjoy because it really just sets the tone. I can establish what I want to get done, what I need to get done, and just work on each task, one task at a time. Sometimes a routine means I do something at 8, at 9, at 11, at 2, at 4, at 6, at 9, at 10 o'clock I go to sleep. But I think it's just important to accept that every day will be different. Not every day will go exactly the same way. And sometimes it means that you wake up late. Now, although I laid out for you guys my morning routine, it doesn't happen all the time. I don't wake up early every single morning. Now, that goes into accepting the fact that it just doesn't work out the way you may want to. Sometimes you go to sleep late. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have a night out possibly with your spouse or your girlfriends and, It just doesn't happen. So that's just shining light on, what I'm saying about every day is different. And so you just have to accept it when it comes. For me, as a mom of 3, even though I don't get that morning routine that I love with peace and quiet and eating a hot meal, ultimately, as long as the kids are fed and they're happy, that's all that matters. If my morning routine doesn't flow the way I would like, as long as they're taken care of and then I can fit my routine during the day, that's what's most important. If I meditate at 5 in the evening, then I just meditate at 5 in the evening. So it's good to have a routine. It's great if you have that discipline to get it done every single day, despite any unexpected events that may happen. But ultimately, I think it's just important to not be so hard on yourself. And even if you don't go through with that routine every single day like you plan, it's important to just keep trying it out and just also adjust it. If your routine calls for you to wake up at 7 in the morning and you really need that extra hour of sleep, adjust your routine because it's yours. So the order changes daily. If the kids wake up before me, it's literally chaos. They wake up differently every morning, and sometimes they're just so loud and they complain and then they're fighting. And so it doesn't give me time to gather my thoughts in the morning. My thoughts are literally scattered everywhere. And then I feel myself becoming stressed, agitated, and it's a downward spiral from there. So if this does happen, the best thing that I can do, something that you can do, is to accept it for what it is. I like to make sure that we all figure out what is it that we want to eat for breakfast. And in this special occasion, I'm just making the oatmeal with him. He really wanted to see. So I cook up the oatmeal, and then the last thing we do is we eat together. For this specific morning, because I already ate my breakfast, I don't eat with them. But whenever I am late, I cook our breakfast together, and I really try to eat it at the same time that they do, but not before we pray and, say our grace. And then that's pretty much it as far as our morning routine goes. I like to establish what it is that we want to get done, what we need to get done, and just, kind of sort of time block it, but not in a strict manner. And this is just because I want to make sure that they're having fun and really relaxing. An important part of my routine is making sure that me and the kids and or my husband as well just establish what we want to get done, what we need to get done. Because ultimately we just want to be happy at the end of the day. Having a schedule and a routine is beautiful, but our happiness and our peace of mind comes first. Now, one thing I want to hit before I finish this video is procrastination. Listen, my motto for procrastination is do it today so that you don't have to do it tomorrow. So if I'm looking at those dirty dishes in the sink and I'm just like, you know what? I really don't want to do it. But if I bust out these 10 minutes and just focus on that and get it done, I'm going to feel better. Oh, hey, that bed isn't made. What are you going to do about it? You really don't want to do it? Okay, cool. But you take 5 minutes or 4 and do it, and you're going to feel better. And for me, like having a clean sink and having a made bed literally just helps me clear up my thoughts. And so even when I was single, even when I didn't have kids, I really kept that motto and I was disciplined in it. And I found that I was less stressed because even though there are times where I leave my bed unmade or leave the dishes in the sink, when I leave it for too long, my mind just gets cluttered and I'm just like, this house is a mess. Can you relate? So that is my motto. That laziness can really just throw a wrench in everything. So ultimately, I have found that time management really helps with procrastination as well. Time blocking. So like if I have to film a video and I have to edit a video and I have to do laundry, I like to make sure that I time myself and give myself not 1 hour, but 2, thanks to one of my great girlfriends. She said, you should try time blocking and also work in 2-hour time blocks. You time yourself and you work on one task at a time. Because for me, I always have like 2-3 pages of to-do lists. And I used to be very unrealistic and say, I can get it all done in a day. And then half of the stuff won't get done. So I'm very kind to myself, but being kind, I'll leave that for another video. Ultimately, the 2-hour time block worked for me. Take a little bit of what I'm talking about, try it and see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, throw it out, you know? But hopefully, when we're talking about procrastination and then accepting the laziness and holding yourself accountable can, give you that oomph and that motivation that you need to just get up and get moving. So I'm going to end this video here and just say that every day is different. Whether you're living solo, whether you have a whole partner, whether you have kids in your life or not. Establishing a routine, maintaining that positive self-talk, making a list, working on accomplishing that list, and being satisfied with what you were able to take care of is key. I hope that you guys were able to just take a little bit of something from this video and really just know why it's important to set a routine. But also, when a routine does not work out the way you want, it's okay to make adjustments and just do what's best for you and your lifestyle. Make sure that you constantly celebrate your little wins, whether you were able to make breakfast, shower, fit a workout in. If those are the 3 things that you did that day, celebrate it. If you were able to take a nap, celebrate it. If you were able to take a 10-second break, a whole 10 seconds to just in your day, especially if it's really hectic, celebrate that. Okay? We deserve it. We owe it to ourselves. So peace, love, positive vibes. Share your routine if you have one. If you don't, let me know if you are willing to. Let me know if you're a spontaneous type of person. Let's talk about it. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you in my next video.